Hi there, this is Dave Dubeau. Welcome to this week's episode of Canadian Profits TV. Really appreciate you tuning in. What's going on this week? Well, for our business breakthrough, I want to share one of the lessons I learned from the recent Diamond Cruise about the whole cruise industry. It was really fascinating, and that is all about how to monetize everything. For our real estate tip, we're going to have a visit from a special guest expert, our good friend Ken Beaton, my co-author of Creative Real Estate Investing for Canadians. He's going to share a tip with you. And for our Mindset Minute, I'm going to talk about another book that I'm working on right now reading, and that's called, it's all about outsourcing. So stay tuned. Okay, so for our business breakthrough, I want to talk about how to monetize practically everything. And this really came forefront to me when I was on this cruise, the Diamond Getaway Cruise, and I just watched how the cruise company did a masterful job of trying to extract the most cash they possibly could from my wallet. And I say that, I joke about it. I don't feel bad about it. I'm actually in admiration for how they've done it. In fact, if you ever go to Disneyland, they do the exact same thing. What I think is a lot of us as business owners, we leave a lot of money on the table. And I'm not talking about doing things to just get cash from your customers. I'm talking about offering valuable goods and services, solving their problems in many more ways, and by doing that, getting more cash. So when I was on the big boat, I just wrote down a list of all of the different ways that the cruise company monetized my visit with them. So the first thing, and I'll just go through some of them. Ticket sales, obviously, that's the one that comes to mind. You buy a ticket to be on a cruise. Honestly, I think they probably don't make any money off of selling tickets. By the time they pay the commissions to travel agents and whatnot and all the fees and everything, I seriously doubt if they make very much money on that. All of their money, or most of their money, is made up on the back end. So, photo packages. They've got professional photographers all over the ship taking pictures all the time, offering you special ways to actually get family portraits done or couple portraits done or what have you. These people, they must have had 7 or 8 full-time photographers on that boat the whole time. How well did it work? Well, we bought a $400 photo package at the end of the whole darn thing, and I know hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of other people did as well. Great photos, great opportunity, made it super easy for us to buy. Other things, selling alcohol, food was included, alcohol wasn't. Certain restaurants were paid, others were free. Here's an interesting one. You could buy a plastic cup at the beginning of the thing, and for $35, and get it refilled with pop anytime you wanted during the entire cruise. So they had different drinks that were included for free, like juices. But if you're a pop drinker, you had to pay for that. But you can just, for $35, make it super easy, buy your kid the pop glass, and they can get it refilled anytime they wanted. Saw hundreds and hundreds of those as well. Multiple stores, laundry services, multiple different offers for them to do different laundry services for you. Every day was a different deal, different offer. All the stores on board, multiple sales during the whole thing, making it just super irresistible to go buy stuff. They had health checks, so they had a gym and they had personal trainers, so you could buy personal training services, you could buy a health checkup, you could buy consultations. They did a joint venture with some sort of a supplement company, so they would do a health check and then recommend that you buy their supplements. Gambling, the casinos, but also kind of non-gambling gambling, so bingos, lotteries, different games like that they got people involved in. Art sales, they had a big art gallery there. Excursions, tours, JVs with stores on the islands. So again, they're doing seminars showing you how to get the best deal on diamonds and recommending you go to certain stores. They get a kickback, obviously, on any sales that are made there. Movies, if you want to watch a movie in your room. Internet, oh my goodness. 75 cents to $1 a minute for really bad internet service. So you remember the old days when you had dial-up internet? Well, that's basically what internet's like on the boat. It takes like 3 minutes to download one email. So it's kind of nice. I tried that once, got off the internet for the rest of the time on the whole boat. So, but they made money there. Referrals, babysitting services, merchandising of their own products and services, a bowling alley, spa, medical. They had a plastic surgeon on board, for crying out loud, doing certain Botox type treatments and things like that. Could get that all done. Barbershop, duty-free booze and cigarettes, mini bar in your room, feet fitting. They're providing like stuff for your shoes for if you've got a big arch or something like that. They had, whatever those things are called that you put in your shoes, they're selling those on board too. They made it super easy to buy. So at the beginning, it's a cashless thing. So you can't buy anything with cash. At the beginning, you have to give them your credit card, and they give you your own ID card, which is your room key, which is also how you get on and off the boat, which is also what you use to buy anything on the boat. So it's just this very simple way of controlling everything and making it very, very easy to buy. Then, of course, a nice memorable DVD at the end of the whole thing that you could purchase as well. And I'm probably missing a whole bunch of stuff there too, but that was just like 30 different things, 30 different ways that I saw the cruise line monetizing my experience with them. So it begs the question, if you're in business for yourself, even real estate investing, how can you offer more products and services to the customers, clients, tenants who you already have? Think about it. I'm sure you'll come up with a whole bunch of ideas. That is your business breakthrough for this week.
All right, here we are again with our good friend Ken Beaton, who's going to share with us a real estate tip for this week.
Well, Dave, I think I'll share with you the number one mistake I see all investors make over and over again, and that's going forward without a clear, defined plan. Unfortunately, many people have an idea of what they want to achieve, but until they actually have a clearly defined plan and it's clearly written down and documented with set goals in place, I find that most investors will not be able to follow through, and they get distracted very easily, and they fall far short of their goals.
So are there any suggestions? Because I know a lot of people, when they're thinking about getting involved in real estate, they just think, well, I'll buy some properties and things will work out. So how can you go from that wishy-washy kind of nothing defined to having a clear plan?
Well, I think along with having a clear plan is getting some basic education, and it doesn't take a lot to get the basic education to get going, and combining the two together is, in my opinion, a success formula.
Excellent. Thank you very much, my friend.
My pleasure.
All right, quick one for our Mindset Minute. Book I'm working on right now, reading right now, is Outsource Smart, David Michaels, owner of 123employee.com, an outsourcing company in the Philippines. We're actually starting to use their services for different things. I've actually outsourced an assistant for Wagner. So Wagner's got his own employee now. So we're getting that up and going. Anyhow, very good book. And I'll be sharing more about this in different ways that we outsource, especially with our real estate investing business, so you can get those ideas. But talks about how pretty much anybody can use outsourcing. The cost is so much cheaper overseas for people to work that even if you're an employee, let's say you're an employee, you're making $18, $20 an hour. There are a lot of ways that you can outsource certain things, certain parts of your job if you wanted to, the stuff that you really hate, for $3, $4, $5 an hour. So can you imagine that? Even if you're an employee, if there's something you really hate about your job, you could slough that off to somebody else for far less than what it costs for you to get paid. Commission employees, lots of opportunities there. And then, of course, if you're in business for yourself or a real estate investor in business for yourself, tons of opportunities with outsourcing. I'll share more about that in the upcoming weeks. All right, thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode. Got a little long there with my business breakthrough, but I was really excited about that whole monetizing thing more. What's going on? Still opportunities to see Robert Kiyosaki live with Fast Track, the exclusive events that they've got. Check it out at richdadincanada.com. That's where I'm going to be tomorrow night in Vancouver. I'll be watching that, experiencing Robert Kiyosaki live. Got great deals. You can get a half-price ticket if you are a current Canadian Profits member. If you're not a member, you should be. There's an opportunity for you to get half-price tickets there as well. Plus, you can get a free copy of Kiyosaki's newest book, and if we're lucky, we'll even get them autographed and dedicated by the man himself. So hope to see you there. If you're in Vancouver, look me up. Just come over and say hi. Love to see you, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.